Alright, let's move on to this little high density detail here at the bottom. Right, I'm gonna first of all masking it out using masking, of course. So curve, right? Go ahead and do that. And Control W to give it a group, right? Oops, I lost those groups because I went to lower subdivision level before. Yeah, when you have subdivision levels and you go to lower subdivision level, you go back on, you lost that group, which is ridiculous. Anyway, so I have this now. Go to W, Control click to mask it again. Actually, I don't need to do that yet. I'm gonna Control Shift and click on it actually. And then I'm gonna go use masking to drag out a line here. And Control W could give this part a group. Just keep doing that. Oops. Actually, this time it's gonna be this direction. Keep doing that here. This line I can probably make it arced. Right. And here I have a line like this. W. Yeah, we have that here already. Right. So that's going to give us a bunch of lines here that I can use to do some masking. And I want another row of grouping. Let's see if we can do this. Maybe we can, because that's gonna actually give them a single group. That's not cool. I'm gonna use slice curve then. Let me go ahead and go to geometry and delete lower, so I have like a really high density model now. Just before I unhide it. Okay. I'm gonna use slice curve, BSI, slice curve. I'm gonna cut it here, one more here, and one more here, and one more here. Okay. Basically, we're cutting out all the squares we're gonna need. Okay. And then I'm gonna use that old little trick I used earlier, which is gonna be masking and mask by feature group. Right, that's gonna mask those guys. And I'm gonna grow mask just a little bit more. Right. Maybe we can tighten it up a little bit. Control Shift and click. Control I to reverse it. Oops. Let's reverse it first. Control Shift click and Control I to reverse it. Either way, let me smooth it a little bit more, and I can inflate this out. And smooth it, of course. Oh, forget one line here, but I guess it's fine. It's at the bottom. I don't think anyone cares too much about that, but that's how you add a high density detail like that here. Yeah, should have done that. Anyway, not important. So we have more things here. You have that cut out here, right? So for these kind of things, we can actually use a new feature in ZBrush called live boolean. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. I'm gonna go back to the bottom, holding down Shift and click that to go shoot that guy to the very bottom. Okay, and then I'm gonna go for insert and insert maybe, I don't know, a sphere. Right. Drag that sphere down and make it really small. And check it out. And here, put it in the middle of the show. Alright. And then I'm gonna go use B and that curved tube thing. And I can drag out a tube. Oops, too big. Smaller. Still too big. Even smaller than that. Let's have a little tube here. It's not very good. Let me make my brush even smaller. Go all the way here. Yeah, that's not a very good idea. Unless I devise a curve to do that, it's not going to be very clean. Okay, change my plan. I'm going to actually delete this guy now. I'm going to insert a cylinder. That's easier. Just going to use that. Move it down. Holding down shift while dragging to rotate it 90 degrees, make it thinner. And drag it over. Scale it up this way. Scale it up this way too. Right. Then I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna use masking, right? Blur the mask, Control I, and then Alt click there, Alt click here, and then just rotate it up. Okay, because I have to cut out a little bit here too, and do the same thing on this guy too. Basically, you need a shape to represent like the things you want to cut out. Alright. And then you go to the original bottom part, you click on that arrow to turn on to indicate that's a new start. And for this guy, you're gonna change that to subtract. And then you turn on this live boolean thing. You can see now it's cutting out using that. I think it's a little high, so I'm gonna go back here and move it downwards. You can see how convenient it is to use live boolean. Of course, it's not smooth enough. I'm gonna Control D to subdivide it to have some smoothness out there. And then I'm gonna go for geometry and go for delete lower to get rid of subdivision level, so I can control and drag to do a quick duplication for the back. And I can use move brush to drag it and reshape it. If you don't see it, you can Shift F to actually take a look at what's going on there. So I'm going to mask that, Control click, oops, and mask that. Control click to blur it and drag it inwards. Better. Smooth it out over here. Should have actually checked the bottom before I do that. So you got the idea, right? Let me Control Z, go back before I do those crazy stuff. Those are actually cool. So I'm gonna Control D a few times. And I'll Control D. Doesn't really do that. That's interesting. Don't know what's going on there. Mask it. Control click, reverse it. I'll click there. Oops. Go back to the model here. Oh, I divided that part, that's why. I went back too much, sorry about that. Again, you see the idea, so I guess you can do it yourself now if you wanted to. You can Alt drag to reposition the pivot also. Okay, what I need to do is just basically bending it up. Alright, cool. Again, Control D to subdivide it a few times. You can smooth it out. You can move it to reshape it. All sorts of things you can do with it. So yeah. And then you can also just duplicate this guy, right? And move it over. Also, this new guy will also be a subtraction shape for the other part. Alright, so this is lab boolean, and you can keep adding these kind of things if you wanted to. I just need this little detail here on the back, and apparently lab boolean is really good on this this part. Back to this guy. Do some movement. Alright, that's gonna be the detailing of this part. We can keep adding those new things, but I think I have done enough to show you what to do, right? Maybe you can just go ahead and duplicate this guy one more time, move it over for this guy, turn on lab boolean again, or use subtraction here, right? No, subtraction here, right? And put this guy in here too. Doesn't look really nice. I probably need to redo a new one for this part. Or I can just live with this. I don't really want it need the bottom to be something special. Just have the little edge decorated. Alright, just one more little thing here. Have something in the front, right? I just need to maybe mask this guy out using the lasso here. Back to this guy. Sometimes you don't see stuff because you're in lab boolean, so just turn off lab boolean. I can use curve actually. So mask everything else. And then we're gonna inflate it in. Right. Smooth it out. Yeah, a lot of detail we can add. I'm not gonna do everything I see there. It's gonna be too much. You can move things around and do whatever you want. Yeah, that's it for this part. I'm gonna move on to more things on the actual body of the show in the next class. Okay, see you next time.